Okay, so let me say how internally grateful we are that you're thinking of joining our Partners Program. That speaks to your passion, and we love that about you. So my intention is to meet that passion in this moment and truly give you, as best I can, a mind-blowing expose of what we think or what has been missing from the coaching industry at large. Now, if you want to start an online business, that's great. We're for you, right? And I'll tell you a little bit why. If you already have a flourishing online process, we can still get you crystal clear. And as you will see in other scenarios, that what we teach, how we teach, what we deliver is second to none, and how we came up about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that today, right? COVID has ravaged the coaching industry or coaching businesses at large, right? We all know that. And we got indoctrinated that the physical business are at risk, right? Currently, especially the fitness industry. And you may be sitting there wanting to protect yourself. You may be sitting there wanting to generate a second part of your income, or even just wanting to level up and brush up on what you currently already know. And for you, this is our journey of a story that we've been on. And that's not a hard sell at all right? This is our truth, and this is our story. So let's start with some sobering statistics, because we like statistics in Partners. And these are the truths, right? This is life. The average annual income for a coach in any industry, or really about the coaching industry at large, is about $25,000 to $40,000 a year. In the UK, in the US, it's around $56,000 average. All right. In the UK, it's $51,000 average annual income in the house. And in Canadian dollars, it's around $71,000. So you can see that the coaching industry at large is actually even below the annual household income. Most businesses in a year, and this is a sobering fact, 30% will fail in their first year, 50% in their second year, and 66% by year 5. And there are reasons for that. And we're going to talk about that in a second. So we understand passion, your passion for coaching, for your industry, does not equal profit or impact. It doesn't. And that's the reigning problem at hand. Most coaches have an inordinate amount of passion to help people, right? Just like I do, just like Brian Grasso does, Carrie Campbell, Justin Devonshire. Do you know that the most heart-centric coach I know has to enter the workforce again after 5 years of failing at their passion? Because their passion didn't equal profit or impact, and their impact didn't equal money on the end for them. The truth is, food costs money, right? My kids cost money. Living costs money. Things cost money. You could be sitting there right now saying, I don't care about money. I just want to help people. And we hear that all the time. But if you're saying yourself to that, then I think you can be sure that in 5 years from now, at some point, you're going to be looking for a job, because the statistics tell us that. When your heart's in the right place, which for 99% of coaches is true, your impact can equal dollars if it's done correctly, right? The more heart you have, with the more dollars you have, the more impact you can have. Because impact matters. But your passion has to translate to that money, right? If you are no help, you are going to be no help to anyone if you are suffering every day of your life financially. Here's another problem, right? Let's think about this. Coaching is the second fastest growing industry in the world, according to Global Metrics, or Metrics Global, I believe that is. IT's the first. But why is that a problem? Like, we could be saying that that's a great problem, a great thing that's going on. As you sit here right now, 8,000 coaches are entering the coaching industry from a weekend certification, right? Because part of the reason why people can't make it in the coaching industry is because it's crowded. The reason why most coaches can't make it, the reason why most coaches can't make a living is because they compete on price, right? Look at the fitness industry at large in terms of brick and mortar. Big fitness businesses started competing on price and undercutting each other, moving other people out of business. Most coaches barely make enough to survive. 12 in every 100 coaches make it. But if 12 in 100 coaches make it, but the average is, what did I say, $12,000 to $40,000 a year, they're barely making it. They're barely making enough money to scrape by and pay their bills. But our market is growing by leaps and bounds. These are real problems. There's this book that was written a long time ago called the EMyth Reality. All right? In your area of coaching, you're going to get to that area because you have a passion for X, right? You have a passion for fitness, a passion for nutrition, a passion to help people with their finances, a passion for wine. I mean, whatever it could be. But no sooner than launching your entrepreneurial endeavor, you're hit with the truths, right? Your passion for coaching doesn't make you good at marketing, right? Currently. It doesn't make you good at sales and conversions or financial tracking. And it doesn't make you good at delivering or deliverables. Those four things are what make a business operate. If you don't know marketing, you don't get leads. If you don't get leads, you don't get conversions. You don't get sales to track. So there's no financial tracking. And then you have nothing to create a deliverable for, right? How do you use social media for marketing? Do you know? Has it been taught when you go to your weekend certifications, are they giving you a full course on all this stuff? We get new coaches coming and talking to us all the time. And when they come in, they start telling us they're either going to create a huge following, make a lot of money, or they come in not knowing much at all. But those that come in telling us they're going to make a huge following, you know what the number one thing they're coming in telling us right now? Podcasts. Do you know how many podcasts are basically launched a month? 10,000. Yep. Is it about content to separate yourself from those 10,000 people? So how are you going to compete with those 10,000 people? How do you develop community in your new podcast? You can't compete on information, right? Like when we go get a certification, it's just information. You can't compete in the coaching online business, as tough as it is, and I just said, 8,000 new people every weekend on the same information that those 10,000 new podcasts are launching every month. So how do you compete on social media, right? How do you compete to build a web presence? How and when do you use social search engine optimization? And when do you pay for ads? How much do you use? Which social media platform do you use? How about your sales and conversions? If you're already competing on price, you've already convinced yourself of a story that your time is not worth the money, right? You're trying to discount yourself just to make it. And then you try to rationalize the reasons why that's a good idea. Without understanding true consumer psychology and your own, you'll be competing with price forever. In terms of deliverables, let's say you sell 10 people. How do you deliver to that 10 people? How much do you charge? How much do you pay for yourself? Like the EMyth book tells you that this is a full-time job in itself, just a deliverable aspect. Those four things above that I just chatted about, right? Marketing, sales, deliverables, right? That's 80 a week, but you haven't even delivered the product yet. You didn't talk about the sizzle of being your own boss. The truth is that most coaches don't make enough money to live, and we just talked about that. The truth is 12 out of 100 coaches only make it, but they make it below the national financial line that people are living in their own country. Your passion will only make impact and profit if you have some help behind it. And your competition is growing by the minute. These are not easy things to hear, but I'm telling you because these are the facts, and we're about facts, but we also want you to trust us with your money. And we could fill this video with all these kitschy, awesome, great things. As Brian Grasso says, the sizzle, but no steak, right? But that's where all our vision has come into, right? We don't give the sizzle, we do the steak. And that's super important. And not telling you that would be super disingenuous as us as a partners community. What happened if Facebook authorities, and you were using Facebook to build your business, shut down Facebook? Or you were using YouTube or Instagram? What if your freedom speech gets locked away on those platforms? What happens if the government shuts down these online businesses? The challenge is, how many iterations of your current business or the business you want to build, how many iterations can you come up with if one area of delivering your business shuts down? And that's the linchpin of partners to me, right? This to me is the golden egg of business development, and where partners separates itself or starts to separate itself from all these other business mentorships. We want you to have more than one oar in the water, right? Nothing is going to sustain us if we do this one thing correctly, right? If one channel gets shut down, another one will open for you, right? And that's where partners start you, right? This is the foundation that you want to build to move yourself forward, no matter what happens in the world. If there's another pandemic, you take your business and you can insert it somewhere else and just start using that platform. And that's your vision. Quality business starts with a vision. Vision is everything, and it's why we start you there. Your business that you have is not Facebook ads. Your business is not a physical location bound by four walls and a floor. Your vision is you, right? It's the problem you want to solve. And if we can do that, we can take your vision, and it's going to be safe from anything or anyone. And if anything shuts down, you can move that vision into any deliverable market you want to put it in and just tailor it to that. If you want to, you can reiterate that business 1,000 different ways, as many times as you want. It allows you the freedom to be and do what you want, right? And that's real time through the lens that you want to see, right? From your vision, we then teach you to wrap that in your story. And then we teach you to tell it relentlessly. And then we teach you how to follow up with that clientele. And that's the vision that is so vital to your growth. And it's not just the vision, right? It's how you write that vision. It's how we craft it. And that's the brilliance of Brian Grasso and Justin Devonshire in this business platform, right? It's the beauty of you writing a vision and telling your story and clients coming to you, and you not worrying about you out going to get the clients. And from there, that's how we start your business. And that's how we've launched hundreds of businesses. It's how Brian Grasso, Carrie Campbell, Justin Devonshire, and myself have launched multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses. That's social marketing, right? But it's not just about your vision. What you learn in partners is something we could call, something that you could get behind, something that sets you apart from. It's something that they call in the business industry what I like to call a fractional C-suite company almost, right? where we help serve as your fractional CEO, where Brian Grasso can sit there and help move you a little bit, right? Where Justin Devonshire, when you get to a certain financial place, can help, can become your COO. It's where we help. Where we help you deliver your, develop your core values, right? When your business development time comes, you know how to start understanding your past growth to calibrate your future growth. Then comes your marketing. Then comes your sales. Then comes how to do customer service. Then we can get into content creation and production and growth strategy of products, right? Or packaging those products. Then targeting groups, creating signature services, creating your product, right? But before we do all that, we got to start with vision in your story and following up with those clients. But how do we write that vision is so vital. Then your business can start scaling up once we do all that other stuff. And then there's management, right? Then there's putting marketing money towards building your Facebook ads and ads in general and hiring. But the genesis of why we built Partners and why you're possibly here at this moment was built on our vision at large, as we have taught you or going to teach you to build your vision. And it was the problem that we wanted to solve, right? So some more sobering stats for you real quick. Hang in there with me. 20% of new coaching businesses fail within the first 12 months of operation, right? And you'll see that right below this video. And only 50% will survive past their 5th year, which we talked about in the beginning. More than 50% of entrepreneurs indicate that loneliness and excessive worry were a major part of their business failings. Remember, when we talked about your passion entrepreneurs to no one to relate to, and most talk to themselves. They usually don't know what to do, and then they worry if their decision is the right one. And that hurts physically and figuratively over time, right? It wears on you. The amount of coaching businesses that don't succeed because of their mindset. And that's going to lead me to this. And that's where Carrie Campbell is like the linchpin in the process. She's our resident coaches. And she explains this so well, and which I love about Partners. And I wish I had 20 years ago in the industry. The beauty of Partners is this. How you become a better business is by eliminating the reasons why you need us in the first place, and that's this. For you to have the business you want, you have to become the person you need to be. And the personal software, so you call it that we coach you on, and to become the greatest version of you, is the same coaching you do to become the business version of you. You get the business coaching and you get the personal coaching all under the same mindset umbrella. It is the basis of our mountain that takes you to the top. It's not what you get at the top of the mountain when you climb there. It's what you have at the bottom. And we rebuild that bottom as a person, as you first, internally, so that you can have the success, you can have the business you want going forward. We do 3 to 4 calls a week, right? Where you can ask any question about you or your business. Not only that, but when you come into Partners, we have your first 20 to 30 days literally scripted out. So you have the ABCs on how to be successful right out of the gate. And that leads me to the next question that we wanted to solve. Because what other solutions exist in the marketplace? But here's the thing. How many business coaches have you currently had already? How many masterminds have you already been a part of? Brian, Carrie, Justin, and myself, we have been a part of many. We've invested in masterminds. We know what they give. We know what we have to give back, right? But they lack very important things that we all feel we need and want. And we want to give that to you. We want to give that to the coaching industry at large. The crux of the problem in most business coaching or business mentorship arenas is that they actually haven't been successful at their own business. And therefore, for teaching others how to achieve that success. But we do that from the very, very beginning. We give you the ABC process to be successful. We lay out the 3 to 5 things you need to do a day, which we call your high yielding tasks, that if you just completed today, no matter what type of day you had, a good day or a bad day, to help you be successful in business, not today, but for 3 to 5 years from now to 15 years from now, right? These are the same ones that helped us build multiple 6, 7-figure businesses. Additionally, collective business growth networks are being more social in concept, but they do not provide members with internal opportunities for earning revenues or working towards a common good. We are doing that, right? That's why we created partners. And we did it for these 5 basic solutions, right? Hang with me here. Number 1, we give you practical, ongoing education. We know the coaching industry loves to be educated, and we love that about our industry. We love it ourselves personally. So you become part of a family, and we will provide the education without you having to pay for it. We pay for it. Proof in the pudding. We have just paid for the first neurology of coaching certification in the world. It will be released soon. We have mindset certifications in there, not only to teach you about how mindset growth, but how to coach mindset growth. And then we use the neurology of coaching to teach you the science behind it. We bring in special guests all the time to upgrade the knowledge that our coaches have in our program. We don't want you paying for more certifications. We want you to focus on your business. We'll educate you. Could thousands of us coaches in the world say that? That's super important for us, right? So we could say, well, how's our solution different? What are we doing in partners that's different? So number 2, long-term growth for your business. This is important for us, okay? We do not teach tactics or marketing from a trend perspective. Like, it's not the newest funnel or webinar, et cetera, et cetera. We educate you from the outgo, how to build a sustainable, successful coaching practice through supported, direct, and a guided curriculum, A, B, C, D. 3 to 5 things you need to do daily to be successful right off the bat, right? Vision, core, culture, strategy, business development, and people, execution. This is our step-by-step process through which we walk you through how we help you build your foundation as a coaching business so you can compete with those 8,000 new people coming each weekend, right? We want you to have high impact and profits because we've taught you how to set yourself apart. And you know how we do that? By teaching you to be you and how to do that. Business coaches build tactics. Tactics are after you've built a clearly defined business, which we walk you through step by step so you know exactly what you're doing next. Number 3, personal development and support, right? You are your business. And a successful mindset for you in the appropriate levels. Now, this is important. Emotional stability in your business is how you become successful. Emotional instability in your business, you are doomed to fail. A lot of you who may be sitting here watching this video may have tried many times over to start an online business or with social media. Why have you started and stopped each time? It's actually the same reason why your clients start and stop a lot of the things that you're coaching them with, right? They have limitations that are holding them back, mindset limitations. They have a narrative that they live by, a story in their head. Within partners, we will have ongoing education, support, and guidance for you as a way for you to understand that your mental and emotional well-being will be the structure to help you in becoming the best version of yourself. You are a part of a family to us. You will not be alone. We guide you from a personal and business perspective that, remember, is built on the same software. And that leads me to 4, accountability and community. Another stat for you, 92% of people who set goals don't achieve them. Those that have goals don't have solutions or accountability built into them. One of the greatest factors that keeps coaching entrepreneurs from achieving their goals and dreams and having no accountability hubs or processes that keep them focused and directed. Partners is a community-based platform, and we created on the notion of maintaining a nurturing environment through which we've built in elements to accomplish that. You have a private Facebook page where you check in every day, morning and night. You tell us those 3 to 5 things you're going to do every day. And then at night you check in, you count your wins around them, right? Those initiatives, besides the accountability check-in, accountability partners, include an integration and orientation process for new members that come in. Those integrated captains will keep you directed. They'll keep you focused. They'll keep you aligned with your goals. We have, with those daily accountability check-ins, we have quarterly reviews for your business. We want to know where you're going. We want to hear what you want to do. And we want to hear your next directions, right? We want to hear them on a personal end as well as a business end. We want to help you establish those 3 to 5 high-yielding daily tasks that are going to make you successful. They may be 7, but they are uber important, and we're with you on every step of the direction and every step of the way. And finally, number 5, revenue leadership growth opportunities. This is really big for us, right? We believe in over-delivering, so we're constantly up-leveling our own selves, right? We provide online certifications, right? And educational programs, for which I have already told you about. We're providing advanced opportunities also for the partnership group in general. A current example is our self-aware leadership initiative, right? Our law enforcement leadership program with police and fire departments and government, military, and our Master of Education program with our certification, mindset certification. We have now started to bring in worldwide corporate contracts that we need to be serviced. And each of these have to be serviced with coaches to teach it, coaches to coach it, right? So we have these real partnerships that we formed. We want to give partners the first go at servicing them, right? We want you to make money even being a part of our program. Even as business mentors, we want you to make money from us. But I want you to notice something here, and this is super important. The solution in partners has nothing to do about results, okay? But we do teach you how to make money. We didn't explain your vision that you're gonna go on. We didn't explain how you're gonna market your own results, right? We didn't tell you what your price of your product's gonna be first. We didn't tell you to sell your product second, right? We understand the psychographics of your customer, of people, of you as coaches. We want you a part of our family first. We want to pay for your education. And we want to provide a place where you can make money within our business mentorship. And we do all of this by taking care of the person first and foremost. And we built what we wanted in partners by building our vision of what we always wanted. right? We wanted to give the coaching industry what it needs and what should. We want you to feel safe in an environment, in a culture that fosters growth, opportunity. We want you to get away from and learning from that the shiny new object syndrome is how to build a business, and that everyone can only be successful with the shiny new object. Because your business growth is not just about making $30,000 in your first month, okay? What we want you to take is it's the long game. The long game is 3 to 5 years from now, building an everlasting business in 15, right? It starts with your vision. It comes with your story, and you tell that story. And I bet you every other business coach couldn't articulate that vision the way we're going to teach you to articulate it. I bet you your business coach couldn't articulate their vision the way we've just articulated it here. So I have to ask you, where will you be in 6 months if you didn't start now articulating that vision about the problem you want to solve? And how are you going to solve it with your process? Where are you going to be in 3 to 5 years? How do you take that vision of 3 to 5 years, that imagination? How do you build that into your daily direction review with 3 to 5 tasks or 7 that are done daily? How do you keep the positivity and the highs and the lows? How do you keep your eyes on the horizon and feet on the ground when things go bad? Creating a sustainable vision for the long game is about building the right mindset around your business. That right mindset around your business starts with you. It starts with you becoming the person you need to be to have the business you want. And this is where Partner fulfills what's missing in the educational gap of business mentorship, right? We hope you join us because it's more than a business for us, right? We have a passion for the coaching industry. It's given us so much, and we want to give back. So please, let's just talk. That's all we're asking. That's all the opportunity I want is to sit with you face to face, eye to eye, and I want to hear your story. Just like people have heard mine, just as Brian has heard his someday, as someone heard Carrie's, and now we should all share together. All right, so we hope you join us. Thanks for listening.